Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Market Movers session. This is the post-market movers session. Watching ICU here. Appreciate you joining, Natty. I'll share this link out for everyone. Just give me a second, guys. We'll go over post-market movers here in a minute. I've got ICU on the chart. It's getting some volume near its highs, 122. If we look left, the high this morning was 127. So close over 127, 130 is worth watching for continuation. I'll tell you what, this has been a tough one to trade. We did really well on this one to start the day. And I actually gave back profit on ICU and went red today thanks to MDAI and ICU combined. Unfortunately, a pretty choppy type of price action, but very proud of myself to keep it tight. Take that red and move on. Did not extend my losses, and that's my huge plus of the day. So I'm down just a little bit more on the flat side for me, but regardless, a red day overall. So we're looking for high quality opportunities here in the aftermarket session. Gotta get this link out to everyone, and we will get started. Hey, Gustavo, thank you for joining. How'd you guys make out trading today? Did anyone here listening in, you guys take trades? How'd you make out? It was a pretty choppy day overall, in low flow land anyway. Yeah, nothing today. Yeah, there wasn't much there. Let me get this in chat so everyone can see the screen if they'd like. I'll get it in our free chat as well. So guys, feel free to share, like, subscribe, whatever it may be. This is going to encourage me to continue to do videos just like this one here. So if you want more videos like this, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with your fellow traders. It's greatly appreciated. So watching ICU here, but we're going to see what comes on the scanners. I need to switch the scans actually. So let me do that now. Slacking, guys. Loading up our post scans. Let's see what we've got. We'll take a look at some of my how I make my post watch list as well. So we've got a BB watch list that I put out every night. We're going to go over how I come up with that list as well. I've got a few scanners here that I want to go over that will basically just notify me what to watch for the next day. We'll go over a few of these scans here in a minute. I've got ICU on the chart here. We've got a few charts up, but nothing really moving in the right direction. This has been kind of a chop fest of a day for low floats. Let's check out SPY and Tesla. I believe SPY and Tesla were the same thing. Yeah. So we've got SPY here kind of hitting lows. Tesla over here, we had it fail its levels. It's hitting lows this afternoon. So nothing special in large cap, nothing special here in low float land. And pull up my brokerage information here just in case I want to take a trade. So no position for myself at this time. Red day for me, guys. Let's face the facts. They won't all be green. I'm not one of those traders that gets green on every trade and every single day. I wish I was, but that's not how I found my consistency. How I found my consistency was cutting those losses early enough that I can let my winners outweigh the losses. That was crucial for my own trading. So losses are okay as long as I stick to my strategy. And today I did. I'm very happy that I stuck to my strategy and did not extend losses. My previous self would be extending losses left and right. Hey, Zayway, really appreciate you joining in. We've got XRTX on the scanner. XRTX on the scanner. This is, guess what, a cheapo. No way. So I went through just marking a ton of these cheapos today. Basically, guys, you could just screen any cheapo or any stock. So what I do is sometimes I'll just sit there, screen for stocks that are under 25 million share float with a few other filters added to that to kind of eliminate some of those results, and then just go through and just start marking charts. That's what I do in these off days, I'm telling you. I know it sounds boring, but it helps me be prepared when we finally do have something moving. So XRTX here is moving. I'll get this in our chat as well. I would add them to chat when I mark them, but that would take forever. You guys would be like, why are you sending so many charts? I like to send them as soon as we start to get some volume. Here's some resistance on XRTX, 60 cents. I won't be trading this, guys. I'll have to sit out. Doesn't mean it's not going to $1,000. What it means is that I'm just not going to trade it. Not right now, anyways. I'll wait my turn. Trade something a little bit more high quality. But if I don't find something high quality, that's okay. I'll just sit out. So 60 cents. We hit that level. That's our key level there. 60 cents. No position for myself. Cheapo on the scanner. And the way we found this was it's on the post-bullish momentum watch. As you scroll down, you'll see so far only XRTX is on this list. So XRTX, oh, excuse me, we've got WRNT. And go figure, another cheapo. So if you guys see on my scanners, the price is in red. The reason for it is because these are cheapos. And so I want to be notified quickly that there is some major or red flags. And the scanner, coloring the scanner that way really helps me identify that quick. So if you see the price is in red, typically that means it's a cheapo, and that means that's one red flag out of the 5 at least that I look for before entering my trades. I do trade a strict strategy, as you guys know. I'm going to pull up YouTube on my phone, so that way I can hop in and chat. In case anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to answer. So if you guys have any questions or you have any charts you want me to go over that are low float stocks, low float charts, be happy to go over key levels. Hey guys, thank you. Benny, Natty, appreciate you guys joining. Hey Brett, Mob, good to see you. Mob, we need some high quality setups, man. We've got a lot of low quality setups lately, don't we? We need something good. We need something good, guys. We had, this morning we had MDAI. We'll take a look at this one as well. I don't care for this XRTX. You guys see that one moving now. MDAI had this one this morning, man. This was, I was really thinking and hoping that this would be the one. This would be our big fish, right? I had to add a few levels up here. I got caught on this 466 level up here, this purple line that you'll see. If I zoom in on the trade that I took, zoom in here, sure enough, wouldn't you know that I took this trade right before this major red. So I got caught in this major red, had to stop out, get my mental stop in there. It was pre-market session. I'm glad I did. I looked for a close back over this purple line to possibly, you know, get back the loss on MDAI, but unfortunately it just chalked up into a loss and I had to move on. Again, guys, it's what I'm most proud of for myself, and I know it's not the most glamorous, I guess, approach for everyone, but what I'm proud of is I stuck to my strategy. I stuck to my game plan. So if it closes below the level, that's it. I get out. I've got a short video coming out here this evening that will be about bag holders. And what are bag holders? I know a lot of traders ask, what are bag holders? So I've got a quick, just short video, YouTube short, that will be out this evening. That will be going over what are bag holders and how can we prevent ourselves from becoming one of those bag holders. For me, it's pretty simple. Cut the loss. So I know it's not always easy to do, but cut the loss. I don't average down. I look for a stock to close over a level and hold that level. If it can't hold a level, well, I can't keep trading it, right? So what I didn't see here, and I made a mistake on this morning, was I did not see the 480 level. So I marked my charts a very specific way. I did not have 480 this morning. I should have, and it bit me on this trade a little bit. So that was a mistake on my part. So if you guys are marking charts like I am, make sure you're very diligent with marking those charts and getting it to the penny, as it makes a huge difference. XRTX making some noise again. Let's pull it up. So XRTX, let's take a look. Testing highs here, 60 cents is the high. That is a key level, 60 cents. Only stock on the scanner right now that's hitting our post-market scans, letting us know that there's some volume. Hey, Karma, good to see you. Thank you for joining, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining. Azurdi, it's good to see you as always. Guys, we've got some really great traders in chat right now. So if you have any questions, if I can't answer, one of these traders can. We have some solid traders right now, a good team in chat right now. I really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, right, Brett. Tired of penny stocks for sure, man. I'm with you. I'm just tired of it. I'm ready. I'm ready for a change. I've been sitting waiting for a change. Today, you know what's crazy? We did well this morning, a very early pre-market. I think it was around 7:30 Eastern time. We hit ICU for a really good trade. Worked out for a strong trade overall. I got a nice 10% trade on it, but I think I was over 16% at the top of the move. So it was a really nice move. But of course it did what they all tend to do. It seems like, right? They just die out. So ICU was really hoping and expecting a little bit more. I'll pull it up on a separate chart. So I was really hoping for something there. XRTX, is there news? Let me check. For my strategy, luckily news isn't required, so I'm not as concerned with it. I'm not seeing any news right now on it, Sparky. Not seeing anything. Not sure if you're in voice or not. Let me put it in the chat. Yeah, I'm not seeing any news on it just yet. ICU is getting a pop here. Man, ICU is gonna tempt me today, isn't it? Let's watch ICU here. It needs to close over that 122 at least. It has not done so yet. 127, 130 here. Resistance on ICU getting a pop. ICU. I'll tell you, man, I did a video last night in the post-market session going over ICU and was mentioning that we needed to close over 89 cents. Wouldn't you know that as soon as I shut down the stream and walked away and spent time with family, there goes ICU closing over. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy to get that quality time with my family. So I'm not mad about it at all. But for anyone who was sticking around and trading that level, 89 cents last night, it slipped between my fingers, went without me. It's a cheapo. I wouldn't be able to trade it too aggressive anyway. Yes, Brett. Yes, preach. Please preach. Preach, my friend. I'm telling you. It's good to see you all here, by the way. Yeah, it means a lot, guys. It means a lot to me. I need to plug in this phone, though, or it's going to die. Yeah, I really appreciate the support that we have from our team here. Telling you guys out there, and anyone listening on YouTube live session, this is a free educational session. We're going over live movers in the post market. We've got ICU. Did it close over 122? No, it did not. And what am I talking about when I'm saying close? I'm talking about the body of the candle. So if you're looking at these candles and you're not, not sure about this, if you're just a beginner or whatever it may be, there's a body and a wick. So the wick is this little thin part and the body's the thick part, right? So we're looking at the body. We want to see the green over this purple line. That's as simple as it is. That's what we want to see. Not seeing it quite yet on that one there. XRTX got a whole bunch of levels here. Close over 61 cents for continuation. So if you want continuation, it's got to get over that resistance, right? 61 cents is that key level. Russell, good question. Do I prefer trading power hour or current aftermarket? I hate to say it, but probably aftermarket. It used to be power hour, but I'll tell you, yeah, the morning Natty's exactly right. Pre-market, 100%. Pre-market, early morning, up until about around 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern time, the latest for me. But typically before 9:30 is when I like to make the bulk of my profits. That being said, it's been hit or miss. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I set my alarm last night to get up at 3:45. I think 3:45 this morning, Eastern time. That is early for me. I know that's maybe not be early for some. That's too early for me. I figured ICU was going to give us that move. I wanted to catch that ICU. I was a little irritated that I missed out on the 89-cent move, right? So I was hoping to catch it maybe on a bounce watch alert or something like that early morning. I'm not going to lie. I woke up at my alarm at, say, 3:45 or whatever it was. I shut it off. And I just went back to sleep. So I could not do it. but pre-market is the time. Luckily, we did make a really nice trade on ICU, and if it wasn't for that first trade, then I'd be probably deeper in the red on the day total. But for me, I much prefer to trade in the pre-market session. I much prefer to trade in the beginning half of the day. Second half of the day, not so much. And in the post-market, not typically. But it really depends on if the market's hot or not. Right now, the market is, in my opinion, not so hot. But TPST was a killer move in the post-market. So TPST is literally carrying all these cheapos on its back right now. Went from, 20, 30 cents all the way up to 11.50. I'm tired of talking about it, but it's what happened, and it's what spurs all this cheapo action in our market. So a lot of traders think they're gonna make a lot of money on cheapos. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't make a lot of money on cheapos, so I stay away from it. What else do we have, guys? What else do we have out there? Yeah. See, I don't feel that way, Mackenzie. I kind of disagree. It is if you like cheapos. It is depending on what you're trading on or your setups. For me, it hasn't been too great, to be honest with you. The post market just has been a little, I don't know, not as hot as I would like. But the post market's not really usually where I make my money. Usually, like I said, it's pre-market. Just give us that, a few good setups in the pre-market. That's all I need. We'll attack. We'll make some money. We'll run for the hills, and we'll shut it down. Right? We know what to do after we make money. We know what to do, if we have the opportunity. But it's tough. What do you do when you have these choppy moves like on ICU today? It's tough to trade. We've got a cheapo. We're toying. Like I said, I said this in chat. I think yesterday. I might have said it today too. But doesn't it feel like at times in this market right now we're forcing trades, we're forcing setups and forcing trades? I feel like once I start doing that, that's when obviously it's time to take a little break and step back for the day and look for the next day. And a better stock selection is really all we need, because it only takes one good one. I think, Russell, you said that this morning. It's true. It only takes one good one. This morning, I traded, I think, about 5 or 6 times today, and from pre-market till about 10 a.m. or so. And for anyone who's been trading with me for a while, that's a lot of trades for me. I don't typically take that many trades by that time. I usually get in, get green, get out pretty quick. I don't like to take that many trades. So I found myself over trading and forcing the setup this morning. So not feeling it. Yeah, well, Karma, the way I look at it too, I feel like I forced it, but at the same time, I have to be okay with it, because what I'm doing is I'm giving it a chance, right? I'll take a little bit of red here and there. I'm giving it a chance. It didn't work out. If it did work out, we'd be on the other side of the coin right now. We'd all be, high-fiving and going out to dinner, having some wine and saying, we did it. This was, it worked out. But I don't think that. I'm not mad at myself for giving these trades an attempt. I think the confirmations did not work out today, but kept it tight, didn't extend losses. I'm proud of that, and would obviously love to make a lot more money instead of losing money. But I will be honest with you, I've had plenty worse red days. So small red day, I'll take it on the chin. Looking for a setup here in the post market. Who knows, guys? The night is still young. Maybe we'll find something here in the post market and actually catch ourselves a winner, right? A winner chicken dinner, and get some wine with that dinner. And I like sweets, so I'm gonna have to have some sweets afterwards as well. So watching this ICU 122, 127, 130. Come on now, you can do it, ICU. I may take that trade. It may take a little bit more change out of my pocket today. I hope not, but just got to stick to the strategy. Keeps me profitable. There we go, Natty. Pizza and wine. That sounds good. Doesn't sound bad, I'll tell you. So no position for myself at this time. This is post-market movers. Guys, I'm not seeing anything move in the post-market. Let's pull up the post-market gap scan. Post-market gap scan does not have anything over 10% right now. Nothing that's worth trading anyways. We've got a couple. We've got XRTX, so nothing worth trading over 10%. unless of course you're trading cheapos, in which case, you know, look at this flag here. Doesn't this, I'll tell you what this looks like, Sparky. I know you asked if there was news. I didn't see any news earlier, but doesn't this look like an acquisition right here? This looks like an acquisition. Just pop up, go sideways like that. It looks like it's an acquisition, but I don't see anything right now. We'll see what ends up coming up. Let's see. Let's pull ICU up on the key level spotter. So we had some, again, as usual, sure enough, what was the best opportunities today, guys? Today was, what? Our bounce watch alerts. If we go to our bounce channel, we've got our last one was here on ICU at 98 cents and $1. So 98 cents and $1. This was around 2 and 219. So if we look at ICU at 219, where is that? Right here. All right, zoom in. Boop. All right, so right here we got some bounce watch alerts, and we got some right here. So this is our 2 o'clock. This is our 219. These are where we got our alerts. Let's go ahead and box that in. Right there's where we got our alerts, letting us know, hey, maybe it's going to bounce from here. We'll pull up MDAI too, because I think MDAI gave bounce watch alerts and didn't do much from it. So I want to go over that. That way everyone's well aware that they're not always successful. So Overwatch, oversold, short watch is all the way up here. We've got the profit target, the overbought level. So we have this key level spotter basically letting us know where is it going to bounce, where is it going to show pressure, what's going to happen here, where's the key levels traders love to trade, right? The 9 EMA, the 20 EMA, we've got the 1 minute 200 EMA down here, the VWAP, we've got them all. We've got all the key levels that you can think of. So if I scroll this down, you'll see a few more down here. So we have a whole bunch of levels, right? But what does that mean? What it means to me is I'm looking for crossovers. I'm looking for multiple bullish signals all at once. Things like that is what I'm looking for. But to be honest, you know, they're not always successful. So this here on ICU, of course, it was. If we measure this move and this gap here, we hit, this would be about 23% up. That's a pretty strong move. This is a cheapo though. So it's interesting. Let's go to MDAI. MDAI, same idea, right? So if I zoom out here, I know it looks like a mess, but let's go over it. So we had bounce watch alerts from here, all the way from up here down to here. We continue to get them all through here at this time. So we must have gotten them from 12 to 12:10 p.m., a whole bunch of them. So this whole 10-minute span told us it was oversold. Got a small bounce from here, did not reach back up to that level. Let's see what it did at the end of the day. So it never got back up to this level. So unfortunately, this would be a fail right here. So if you just started smashing that buy button right here and you know, you didn't have a game plan, then unfortunately you could be taking a loss here or even a flat trade if you average down a little bit. But you can see here, it's not always successful. MDAI was just really weak today. So I'm not sure exactly why that is. We did have key levels on it too. We had a cluster of resistance above, but was really hoping for more out of this one overall in the day. I did not take these bounce watch alerts. You know, I just had a bad taste in my mouth from this morning on MDAI when it couldn't hold its key levels. It was very choppy, I thought. And so I just kind of decided that it wasn't for me. I'm just going to sit out. But we got another bounce watch here, small bounce watch here. So anywhere you see the green chart, those are bounce watch alerts. And we have a few others. If you see the little plus sign, those are bounce watch alerts as well, plus sign. So this is a customized indicator that I built for our team that is literally looking for oversold, overbought, combined with other filters for it to be a little bit higher success rate. So it's pretty cool. But as you can see, like I said, it's not always successful. So over here we have like no volume at all. It's got this oversold. It bounced. It was not bad, but you know, who's trading that, right? It's hard to trade it when it has no volume. XRTX is dying out on us. DTSS getting a pop here. No way. Not another cheapo. No way. Go figure. All right. Cheapo here moving 35 cents. All right. Let's pull up the chart. Let me mark it. I have a few levels, but I need to add levels here. So this is DTSS. We'll have this in chat in just a minute. All right. Let's see what we have on DTSS. I think I'll pull off this chart as it looks like it's just a crapshoot. All right, we've got a whole bunch of levels on DTSS. Go figure, right? Getting these out to our team. Looks like it closed over 35 cents and 40. 35, 40, 35, 40. If it can hold over that. I would say every 10 cents is equates to a nice little percentage gain for these cheapos, but I won't trade it. So here is the chart for our team. So you guys in chat will have this as well. Close over the 35 cents and 40 cents is what you're looking for. For it to close over, hold that level. Do not close back below, because if you close back below, we cannot trust you any longer. So I know it's it requires us to be actively trading once in a while. So there's going to be times where you're going to have to get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, and then all of a sudden it goes off, and guess what? You're on the right side of the trade. If you just do it, one and done, you just throw the whole kitchen sink at it at one trade, it fails, you take a loss and walk away. Well, you may miss out on all of a sudden when it curls back up. And that's really just my experience talking here. So if you've been trading low floats for a long time, you'll know and you'll agree that this can happen. Close up, close below, close up. As long as it stays above, we're good to go. If it closes below, we have room for concern. So it's something to think about. So now DTSS is on the scanners, testing resistance at 35 cents. Close over 35 cents. We're looking for a move all the way up here. We've got a 12% move if we can get from 35 cents to 40 cents. So we'll see what we can do. That's DTSS. Has news on DTSS. Thank you, MJ, for sharing that. Thank you, Mackenzie. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I see you guys added that one fast. Thank you. No position for myself at this time. No trades here in the post-market session. Was watching old ICU who likes to take, it's actually why I'm green today. If it wasn't for ICU, I would be, I would actually, I'm not green, but I would be more in the red. I'm a flat day, down 25 bucks. For me, that's pretty much flat to the point where I'm not worried about it. But at the same time, unfortunately, I'm only green on ICU. MDAI took back my profit. So MDAI put me into the red, and I actually ended green on ICU, despite giving a lot of profit back. Would have loved for one of them just to cooperate so that we'd actually be having a really successful trade today, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. Hearing OTLK showing 128 million share float. Let's pull it up on the key level spotter first. So let's pull it up over here, OTLK. Getting a pop here in the post-market session. Let's look left to see what the high was today. At first, 90 cents was the high today. Something to consider. Looking farther left. Okay. That's what we've got. So the high is 90 cents from today, guys. That's OTLK getting a pop here. Has a pretty high float for a cheapo. 128 million share float on this one. XRTX is 16 million share float. What else do we have? DTSS is showing a 16 million share float. Not sure if that's accurate. No position for myself, guys. No trades at this time. Sitting out for now. Post-market movers. All week I've been doing this, and guess what? All week it seems like it's been cheapos, guys. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is the case. So that's what we're talking about. If you guys see anything that's moving that I don't, and it's a low float stock, let me know. We'll pull it up. Right now we're watching OTLK hit the scanners, get some volume here in the post-market session. You can see that it shows a profit target. You guys see that? Let me zoom in on that. So see how it says, well, here it is. See how it says profit target? I guess it was easier to see when I was zoomed out, isn't it? So see how it says profit target here in overbought? What that is saying is that, see these levels, overbought level, profit target level, short watch level. So it's predicting where it's going to see some pressure. Right? Doesn't mean it's going to just reject from here, but what it means is if I'm in the trade, I may want to lock in some profit because it's becoming extended here, right? So we're becoming a little extended. So we've got OTLK hitting its short watch level, profit target level, overbought level. And if it closes over one of these lines, it's going to let me know. It's going to plot that on the chart. That way I can back test. I can go through and I can say, okay, it happened over here. Okay, it happened over here, oversold. And the oversold is the opposite. That would be down here, the oversold level, the buy zone, and the bounce watch down here at 57 cents. So let's see what OTLK does. OTLK is showing 128 million share float. And guess what? It's in red. No way it's in red. Go figure. Love these cheapos, don't we? I think this is that whole trick or treat. These are complete tricks. Fighting the market on cheapos is tricky, very tricky. We're getting some rejection here. And, you know, sometimes, guys, it doesn't mean that just because we hit these levels, I want to make that clear, too. Just because we hit these levels and we start to see it's extended, that doesn't mean it's going to stop its trend. What it means is that it may need a breather. That's what it tells me. It may need a breather. Now, you may take this alert or indicator a different way, but I look at it as it may need a breather. And again, if I'm in the position, I may want to lock in some profit. And if I'm not in the position, maybe I want to wait for a little bit of that of a breather to get in. That way I don't, you know, end up taking something bad. So XRTX on the scanners again, XRTX. So here we go. We're getting some life here. We've got a 920 cross. We've got a bullish vertical trend testing resistance. Here we go. XRTX cheapo. Almost looked like an acquisition. Just kind of spiked up and went right. Multiple major reds, getting a lot of volume here. Over 125,000 shares on this candle. That's XRTX. No, I wasn't, Zelda. No, I wasn't. I've never been involved with them. Laptop Legends. I think I've heard of them before, though. I think, you know what's funny? Actually, someone has asked me that before. They asked me if I was a Bob from another Discord, where I guess there was a Bob that used to trade somewhere too. It might have been that exact one. No, that's not me. We've been here together. Some of us traders have been in this Discord together for about 3-4 years now. I think some have been longer, but they're pretty quiet. I'd have to look at the log. Yeah, Brett, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I would go less. I always go less. If I'm going to trade a cheapo, I would go less, yes. I would always go less if I have to reduce my size. My, you know, my statistics show me that I am not successful trading stocks under $1. Not as successful, at least, as trading stocks over 2, actually. My sweet spot is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is my sweet spot, but anything over 2 is ideal for me. MDAI was over 2 this morning. We were kind of hoping for more out of it, but didn't get it. Yeah, Russell, that's all it takes, man. That's me, Russell. Me and you are in the same boat, man. It's after enough, you know, I just gave back too much profit. I started doing pretty well. I got a little cocky there, and it always seemed like a cheapo ended up taking away at some of the profit that I was making in my on the month or the, you know, on the or even on the week. Yeah, it was, Benny. So no position for myself at this time, guys. If you're watching on YouTube Live and you're finding any value here, or you're saving yourself from taking a loss, or you made some money off of this, or just for the heck of it, man, just or for anything, give me a thumbs up. Share it with your fellow traders. Get the word out. This is free educational content. The point of this video is, and the point of this this whole session is just a hangout, casual session. We're going to go over whatever hits my scanners here in the post-market session. I've built these scanners. It's taken a long time to build, but I think they eliminate the BS. We don't have a whole bunch of BS alerts coming across. We're just looking for high quality breakout type of trades. Typically, we're looking for momentum, but it's not always the case. We do like those dip buys. We actually took a couple dip buys today, and they weren't too bad. One of which actually turned out to be one of my better trades of the day. So you never know. I like to really buy the dip, right? I don't buy the dip of anything. I just typically I'm buying the dip or pull back on something that's actually that has that momentum first. So I want to see bullish momentum. That's what I want to see first. After that, there's all kinds of setups that can happen after bullish momentum. If I'm trading bullish momentum, I'm trading the confirmation strategy. So very simple strategy, very straightforward. So to keep it simple, we look for a close over a level for bullish, close back below is bearish. So right here, we need to close over 61 cents, right? So if we close over 61 cents, this purple line, if we close over this line, it's bullish. Target would be 65 cents. Whether I wait for that target or not to scale out is really going to depend on the conditions that we see. So if we see that it's in a bullish vertical trend, or we see something crazy, because like this right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green bars in a row. That's a bullish vertical trend. That's why it says it here. It looks like a mashup, but it's a red flag. Basically, it's just letting me know, hey, be careful. Be careful. And you can see, of course, there was a pullback here, major red to follow. That's not always the case. We have examples of stocks that will have 15 green bars in a row and continue to just blast, higher. And a lot of traders, will sit there and be like, why didn't you trade that? Well, because I haven't found consistency trading that. I would love to take part. If I do trade that, I just have to be well aware of what I'm doing and trade a reduced size. So always reduced size when trading a crappy setup or a cheapo, for me anyways. Yes, Zelda, that's pretty much what we look for. Our team navigates through the low float land pretty well. We can spot the low float movers fast. So we do that pretty fast. And in my opinion, it's probably the fastest in the market. So nothing gets by us. We mark the chart. What I do is my approach is we let the scanners be our radar and find where the value is in the market, right? So after the scanner lets me know of where the value is, I pull it up and I mark it, and I mark each one of these charts for our team. For me, I trade a strict strategy. I trade the confirmation strategy, which I teach every single day. I try to go over live in voice. Every morning I trade live from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and we're in chat all throughout the day. We have a whole bunch of educational content all built up in there to really help traders understand my process. Now, you can take from that what you want. You can, maybe you take confirmation, it works really great for you, or maybe it's not really your thing, but maybe you can take bits and pieces from it and really mold it into your own thing. We have some really great traders. We've got traders in chat that are going over momentum. We've got traders in chat that will spot volume, traders in chat that will tell you different times that they're looking for possible trades. We're very transparent in our group. A lot of us are very real people. So this is not, we try to keep the BS out for the most part. So if you're looking to learn, you're looking to grow, you're looking to join a group that is really focused in on low float trading, we like momentum. It's not just a momentum based style. So I know that other groups that I've been with in the past, like Warrior Trading, was mostly for momentum, but there was obviously some other teachings there as well. But we're looking for momentum, but we are looking for those dip buys at times too. We've got bounce watch alerts. So you'll see in our Discord that we have, if you go down, we have the bounce watch alerts. And these are really cool. These come in handy. They're not always great. We just went over MDAI and how that one was not as successful. It had some successful spurts to it, but for the most part, it was pretty. These first alerts that came in 382, if anyone was buying in there, unfortunately, that didn't work out. So regardless of the alerts, we're always trying to stick to a plan, a strategy. We've got in our Mark Charts channel, this is where I add all of the charts that come across our scanner. So if I scroll up, let's see what today's date is. So we'll count them. All right, so today's the 19th. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 16 charts marked here. Then after I mark the chart, I like to add the key levels. So if there's anything that's really looks like it's tradable, I'll add it into the key levels channel. So we had MDAI in here, 466, 490, and 5. I did trade at the 466. That's where I took my loss. Unfortunately, did not hold, but that's it never got back over that level, so I couldn't really deem it as bullish. ICU, the key level is 122. You can see ICU is from yesterday as well. over 89 cents was the key level. It closed over. I missed out on that. I took it over the 122. Again, it was a loss for me. So today it just didn't work out. But what we're looking for is it to close over these key levels and hold. And if it can hold, then that's what we're looking for to basically as a signal to let us know that it is bullish. So in other words, like XRTX here needs to close over that 61 cent level after I mark this chart. My target would be 65 cents. And again, depending on the conditions leading into is whether I would take profit before the 65 cents. So in other words, if we started to close over 61 cents, but I saw it gap up, I got in and I saw a bullish vertical trend here before the 65 cents. Well, maybe I want to lock in some profit there if I can. Things like that. But we have a solid group. You can see some of the traders right here in chat. We have some really, really great traders. We have a lot of great information. We have MJ's in here too. And I don't want to sit here name dropping, but we do have some really great information added all the time. MJ's in here always adding things about IPOs and new stocks coming out, and it's really cool because he'll tell you the float size, tell you everything. It's some information that's really valuable when you're day trading, in my opinion. But we really focus on what's moving now. We try to focus on what's hitting the scanners and what's really worth trading. If it's not worth trading and it's not worth our time, then we are not typically glued to the screen. A lot of us will be setting alerts. So we get together in the pre-market. We set our alerts and we trade what's in front of us. If our alerts go off, you'll see a lot of us come running like Forrest Gump into the chat, and we're all talking and trading. If the market's slow, dead, and quiet, you'll see a few alerts here and there, but nothing crazy because, again, we don't want to give a bunch of BS alerts. We don't want you... we're not really into over trading. A lot of us are not over traders, or we're very disciplined type of traders, which I think is why a lot of us have been trading for years as well, which helps. So guys, I'm just sitting here yapping. XRTX was one that we were watching. Couldn't get over the 61 cent level. What else do we have? SECO today was moving a little bit. This one was kind of odd. Its price action. We've got 184 resistance above. Needs to get over that at least before I can deem that as bullish. So let me go ahead and set an alert. Let's see if this works. This wasn't working this week. Oh, it worked. Awesome. All right, cool. So look at that. It worked, guys. So just right click. And for some reason this week, it hasn't been working for me. I'm not sure why that was. ICU, I want to see it over, really over the 122 and 127. So I'll put an alert here. Add alert. And this is pretty much all we do. And I like to add a few alerts sometimes. XRTX, I don't care for that one. OTLK, I don't care for that one either. So I'm not going to set alerts on those for me. What else? AMWL. AMWL hitting the scanners. AMWL. Let's see. Do we have levels on this one? Marking the chart. These are the key levels you guys have here. The key level spotter. Marking the confirmation levels now. All right. All right. So I've got the key levels coming out on AMWL. All right, let's pull these up. You guys will have these as well in chat. So that's what I do. Mark the chart, get these out to our team. So now what this is telling me, and I'll explain here in just a second. Let me just get this in chat for our team. Try to get everything in chat as fast as possible. Karma, is the float huge? Is it? You're absolutely right. 224 million share float. Gross. Not for us, is it? Let's be in chat if you guys needed. So AMWL. So when we see a float that is that large, we are not interested. So float size here, 224 million share float. That is huge. That is huge. We do not want that float. Doesn't mean it's not tradable. Doesn't mean it's not, it's not something that may continue to gap up, and maybe it has great news. Let's see what it has. Let me see. So here's some news on it. So what is it? AMWL. So we got the news here in chat. And it looks like Karma, you already had it in chat. My apologies. Thank you, Karma. Appreciate you adding that. I'll put it on the chart here so you guys can see this. So it does have news, but I don't care. The reason I don't care is the float's too high. 224 million share float is too high for me. What that is telling me, whenever I see a float that is that large, if we take a look at this, and I should have this up, 228, or 223. If I see a float that's that large, what's happening is market makers are very heavily involved with something like this because there's a lot of shares available for trading. And so that means they can get in and out with large size, and they can push that needle and price around. And I don't want to get mixed up with them. I just don't. I like to stick to what I know. I like to stick to something that can move on a little bit of volume. This is going to take a lot of volume to move the price around. So if it starts to move, it could be big wigs moving this around, and I will sit out, and I'm not too concerned with this. So no longer will I even look at this stock. It is now dead to me. So will not be trading it. Does it have news? Yes. Is it good news? I don't know. I didn't even read that headline, to be honest with you, and I could care less. The float is too large for me. Oh, did we, Karma? Appreciate it. Yeah, you're fast. You are fast. You guys are fast. Awesome. I appreciate that, Zelda. Thank you, Natty. Putting that in chat. Smart. That's a smart move. I should have done that. Thank you, Natty. See, we literally have the best team. We have a team that is always working together. We are trying to help each other out. That's what we're trying to do, because I think we're all trying to save each other time so that way we can focus more on our trading and focus on making money instead of focusing on finding the setup. So we're all trying to spot the setup fast. We're trying to analyze that setup as fast as possible. We're trying to help each other out, whether it be get news, mark charts, look for key levels, look for volume spikes, whatever it may be. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help each other out. And I think that's what's the best part about it. I've got really nothing else on the scanners. So another dead post market here, guys. I'm sorry to say I've been streaming live here from 4 to 4:30 and extending that time because I'm trying to add value for everyone out there. So if you found any value in this video, I know we're not taking trades. I know there's a bunch of crappy setups out there, but if you had any fun listening in, you learned anything, or you're just having a good time, thumbs up the video, share it with your fellow traders. We are not taking trades. We're not taking losses. I think that's the plus of the post market so far. But unfortunately, I don't see anything that's worth my trade. So sitting out, and I'm okay with that. I am red on the day. Let me make that, let me be loud and clear with that with everyone out there. I am red on the day. It's pretty much flat for me, but regardless, it is red. I'm on the red side. I unfortunately gave my profit back. I was green to start the day, but that's not the point. The point is I ended the day red, and I did not extend losses. I had to shut it down, walk away, and from the sound of the scanner and from looking here in chat and going through, it was a pretty slow day overall. So I'm okay with avoiding a slow day and avoiding major losses. That is my big win of the day. Of course, hopefully get something better tomorrow. If you are listening in from YouTube Live or anyone here in Discord that's listening in, you guys will have access tomorrow. I'll be doing a live pre-market session on YouTube where I'll be streaming my chart, and you guys will see these key levels just like we're doing right now. And we will go over things live. So whatever hits the scanners in the pre-market session, we'll go over that live. I'll be taking trades. So if you want to follow along with myself and how I trade and why I trade and all that good stuff, that's what I'll be doing. Now, I want to make it clear, this is not buy or sell alerts. This is day trading education. That's what it is. I'm trying to educate others on my process. If it helps you, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I'm hoping that it does help more than it doesn't. So if you guys want to join in tomorrow morning, I will be live on YouTube going over my trades, going over my charts, my scanners, everything. I'll probably be in the live session around 7:30 or 8 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll be in there from 7:30 or 8 till 9:30. It'll be a casual session. I'm green on the week, luckily, and I'd like to keep it that way. we did well this week despite having a red day today, but I did okay. And I'll take that. Good question, Russell. After how many red trades do I just walk away? After how many red trades do I just end up walking away? You know, it's not really a number, but I will tell you that that today, like I said, I had about five to six trades, I believe, by 10 a.m. That for me, I know it sounds crazy, but that for me and myself, my own trading is a little much, because unfortunately, what was happening was that means a lot of my trades were not working out. So if a trade works out for me, typically I like to get in early and hold myself that lotto for a bigger move, use that lotto as my cushion for the day, and then possibly take trades from there. But today it felt like I was forcing trades, so I had to shut it down. So it's kind of a mental thing. If I feel like I'm not in the right place, or if I feel like I'm forcing, or if I feel like I'm making mistakes, then I may just completely walk away altogether and just shut it down. If I'll tell you, this morning I gave back, I was up probably around just under $300. It was nothing crazy. It was a really small day for me, both on the up and downside. But I gave back the entire green profit and ended $25 red, or just around there. And so, it's not a killer day for me, but I'm happy to keep it tight. What really gets me is I'm very infatuated with consistency. So when I have the red days, I have to mark it down in my log, and it just kind of irks me a little bit because I'm just addicted to consistency. So it is what it is. It's okay. I'll take it. I'll move on. I'll learn from it. But I kind of felt myself going down a path this morning of forcing trades, and kind of felt like the market was on the choppier side. So I was happy to let it go without me. So no position for myself here in the post market. No trades here in the post market. I have not traded since this morning. Early this morning was around, I forget what time our first trade was. I'd have to check the log, but I think it's around 7:20 a.m. Eastern time. So did the bulk of my trading until about 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and that was about it for me. Shut it down after that. And didn't catch anything that was really A+. I don't know about you guys, but I did not see a single trade out there today that was A+, to be honest with you. So, not throwing the kitchen sink at these is probably my biggest win of the day is protecting myself, I guess. But no position for myself at this time. No trades here in the post-market session, guys. Really appreciate you spending your time with me, hanging out with me. I know it's on the I guess boring side, right? We're sitting here just listening to me yap and whatever. One of these days, guys, we've got to get everyone else on the mic too. We should have just a whole YouTube live session where everyone can chat, or we'll have like a Zoom meeting or something, and we'll get together. We'll order pizza and just sit here talking about post-market session and what's going on. But guys, I think that's it. I think I'll move on. I'll go spend some time with family, walk away from being glued to these charts. I think I'll do that with the hopes that it gives everyone else out there opportunity too, because I strongly feel like I have that mutant power that as soon as I turn around or turn my head, the market just pops out of nowhere, right? So I guess I'll try that mutant power out here for everyone else. I'll sacrifice my own post-market movers and trades for the good of the team. So guys, I do appreciate everyone's time. I hope everyone has a great night. If you are available in the pre-market session, please come over and join us. We'll be live on YouTube from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. I will be live going over my trades, and hopefully we'll get ourselves a little bit better price action than we did today. But I appreciate your time. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see you in the pre-market session. Thanks, guys.